This is my 1978 Lada 2101, also known as Kopeyka or Zhiguli, and it's from St. Petersburg, Russia. Well, let's go ahead and pop the hood on this thing. The hood latch is right here underneath the dash. And inside this particular Lada, you're going to find a 1.3 liter engine producing 62 horsepower and an amazing 0 to 60 time of 23 seconds. The Italians at Fiat licensed the engine and components to the Russians. The Russians took it a step further by beefing up the brakes, the engine, and the suspension to make it suitable for the Russian climate and terrain. If you lived in the Soviet Union, then this was the car to own. It was considered the people's car, and you can still see these cars being driven around today, a true testament to how reliable they are, even to today's standards. Well, let's go ahead and start this thing up. First thing you'll need to do is find the key and put it in the ignition, which is on the left-hand side. Crank it all the way to the right. Let's try that again here. So the key is on the left side of the ignition, all the way to the right. And on these cars, when they're cold and haven't been started in a few days, you're going to want to pull the choke. The choke is right here. Pull it out. It's going to let the car rev a little bit higher. So let's go ahead and start it up. There's no RPM tack. You just gotta listen and learn. Let it warm up for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you can slowly let the choke in until it starts idling nice and smooth. Alright, now that the car is started, we're letting it warm up. I'll show you the radio. Got a nice little aftermarket radio here. Also got the old factory radio. This car does have airbag suspension, so I turn this on and off to turn the tank in the trunk on and off. There's my air compression. I've got my little gauges here. I'm going to raise the back up, and I'm going to raise the front up. There's no power steering, so turning the wheel basically requires 2 hands. It's 4 speeds. Up and left is first, second, third, fourth, and if you want reverse, you push down all the way right and down. Let's take her for a spin. Drives real nice, real smooth. This car does get a lot of looks. Americans pretty much don't know what it is, but anyone else from around the world knows what it is. This car was all over Eastern Europe. It's all over Western Europe, Russia, Cuba, Mexico. They have a couple in Canada. It brings back a lot of memories for people. It's really fun. Till this day, a lot of Russians don't wear seatbelts. However, this car does have seatbelts in the front. They aren't self-retracting, and you're out of luck if you're in the back seat. No seatbelts in the back. So, you probably already know there's no air conditioning in these cars, because you don't need it in Russia, maybe a couple days out of the year. So the best way to get air conditioning is to move this, and it will blow right at your face. It actually feels pretty good. It works pretty well. But it does real well. We're in 100-degree weather here in South Florida, and the water temperature reads perfect. Well, that's probably enough driving for today. I think you've seen enough. The Lada is a great car. I suggest you go out and import one or buy one. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you can purchase a Lada soon.